So I made a little bit of progress last night. I decided to change up my class a little bit just because I kind of got bored with the slowness and everything of it. But this is a current thing that I've been running on my PKM now for multiplayer, obviously, not Warzone. This is Warzone. You can get away with just turning your gun into like a full-blown cannon, and it's just really slow. It's really not that twitchy. Most of the time in Warzone, it's just the gunfights are kind of, they're not very fast. So multiplayer, since you're constantly like, you know, in a state of constant just pressure from every single way on the map, unless you're playing a APPAREL or 5 other maps that I can't say out loud without nearly making myself ill. The compact barrel, tac laser, no stock, stippled, and snatch grip. So I got a little bit of recoil control and the ultimate ADS speed I could possibly get. That's all I've been doing. Regular hardpoint isn't actually so bad if I avoid the really, really bad maps. Did I just jump over that? Daddy, is that you? You know, sometimes I see random dudes outside and I kind of think that guy kind of looks like my dad. Wouldn't recognize me though. That sounded a lot funnier in my head. That's dark. So this obsidian grind has completely destroyed this current controller that I'm using. I think I've been through like 2 or 3 controllers at this point, and I've replaced this stick at least 4 times now. I can't imagine if I didn't, I know this is gonna sound like a straight advertisement or whatever, but I can't imagine a world where I would have to sit around and constantly wait around for me to get a new default controller with these heavy vibrating things in them and non-replaceable sticks and all that stuff. If you've ever played Call of Duty, you know how hard you press down on this thing trying to sprint, just aiming all day doing this. It's a lot, man. And on top of that, I'm gonna try to clean it out a little bit because I got the little clicky part on the back is kind of not so clicky anymore. I'm trying not to react in a really negative way. I'm trying to do my best to just be calm, cool, and collected. Regardless of how much blasphemy I see in front of me, I need to just be able to take it on the chin. This is really good. This is for my mental training and my mental fortitude that has clearly been lacking over the years. A lot of people argue that I have at least a good amount of mental tenacity when it comes to the fact that I commit to things and I'll do them sometimes. I usually hated trying to build like a lot of weapons for just speed and speed only. I always want to get power and then try to get rid of the penalties that, you know, that extra damage range comes with. Like if I'm gonna go and put like the biggest barrel, I would usually like to go and put like, you know, no stock on or something like that at the same time. That'll help a lot. I don't like really slow lumbering weapons, but at the same time, I also don't like losing every single, you know, gunfight that I get into because my weapon is just not meant for that. But clearly an LMG, no matter how I build it, is ever gonna be better than other SMGs or even some ARs at close range. But it does fit my playstyle a little bit better. I've been drinking water today. That's how relaxed I am. I'm calm, cool, and collected today. No rage, no anger, none of that. Obviously, over the past few months with all the new subscribers and stuff that I've gotten, there's been definitely a good amount of people that they don't really know exactly what I'm doing. So some people will join the thing and they'll be like, oh, all of your videos are about Damascus or Obsidian. Try to find a new way to title something. And it's like, they don't understand that I'm literally committing my life. That's just what I'm actually doing. Some people are like, oh, well, all you do is complain every single one of those videos gets tiresome and all this other stuff. Yeah, I absolutely understand that. If I were watching your channel, right? If I clicked onto a series knowing that you had committed months and months and months of your life to trying to do a certain challenge, I likely wouldn't go and join that and go like, oh, dude, you complain a lot for somebody that had their soul sucked out of their body. Maybe you simply can't understand that because you've never had your soul taken from you before. If you do want to find out what it's like to have your soul taken from you, do what I'm doing. It is absolutely 100% impossible to complete Damascus or this kind of grind without a single complaint. You would be considered a scientific anomaly if you were somehow unbothered by the things that happen in this game and by you having to play it as much as you do. I have the fastest things on this, and it is still, that's a complaint. I can't say that. I mean, it's a fact, but it's a complaint. The most messed up part about this whole thing is that I don't even want to do anything else. The game has made me not want to play it, but it made me not want to play anything else. I think I'm making me not want to play anything else, though. Only are all of the things around me, like, just getting beat up in the process of me just trying to complete this challenge. My poor controllers, man. My poor controllers, man. I don't even like full-blown even Smash controllers and stuff like that anymore anyway. I'm not saying you won't catch me ever doing it, but I haven't done it in a while. I know that this thing is literally just breaking from massive amounts of playtime. This has done something to me that I never expected it to do. I'm sleeping differently. I'm actually sleeping differently. Last night, I managed to fall asleep on my stomach, which never happened. I'm also an amateur, apparently, when it comes to sleeping on your stomach, because when I fell asleep like this. I ended up waking up in like a puddle of sweat, and both of my arms were completely numb. I'm not saying slightly kind of tickly or whatever. No, they were completely numb. I gave my arms commands, and they didn't do anything. I had to roll back over onto my stomach and then walk my knees up to my elbows, which I couldn't feel, by the way. Pull myself off of the bed with my arms hanging down like a Slender Man type shit. It's just all around bad. These poor controllers. I had to stand around for over 10 minutes before my arms finally started having like that prickly needle feeling, and my arms both got really hot. Now I feel some sort of like weird cramp in my right thigh. Do I have a blood clot? I honestly wouldn't be surprised. Thank you guys for all the love and support anyway. I know the videos recently have just kind of been... I'm trying my best. We're so close, but we're so far away. I mean, straight up though, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't even be this far, so I have to thank you all for that. But why though?